Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's the fast break. There's the three. Here's Gabriel. Rebounded by Monecki. Here's Luau. They set the pick. The three. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Gabriel driving in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the shot is good.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Jokic, who's guarded by Howard, sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Luau. Shoots it. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Over to the wing. Jokic is guarded by Howard. Jokic, and the layup's good off the glass. 5 points in the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Horde. Here's Lloyd. Cranes the three-pointer.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Howard with it. Pass to Monecki. Here's Luau. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Luau's got 8.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Jokic drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Sedekursky's off target with his 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Off on the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Howard. Pass to Luwawu beyond the arc. And that one is off. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's the screen. Jokic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Now Howard hits it from three-point range.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Pass to Hoare. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. 1:09 left to play in the first. Here's Luwawu. Offline with his 3. Here's Lloyd. Jokic sinks the three-pointer. He's got 13.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Howard. Here's Luwawu. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Puts up a 3. Another shot. Gabriel's shot's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And the 3 ball is good.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Gabriel's got 6.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Luwawu. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The basket's coming early and often. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And then Randolph slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Good on the 3-point shot. Randolph's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Away team foul. Odin. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's the home team. It's a 10-point game.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
Second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
They set the screen. And it's forced with the rebound. Jaramaz. And a miss there on the triple. From past the arc. They get it again. to the left side wing. Those 3 pointers off the mark. Here's Baldwin. Scoreless thus far. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And Chop with the block. And they're running. There's the screen from the arc. And that one is hammered home.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Jacks up a 3. That one misses. Knocked loose. Pass to Baldwin. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
When you look at this visiting team, they still go out and compete every night. Unfortunately, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And right now, they're running out of time.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Forrest. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Randolph looking around. 1:21 left to play here in the half. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. Here's Baldwin. Traps in the tray. Baldwin's got 5.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. Another miss. His 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lets it go with a 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Bangs home the trifecta.
3.
With 1 on the clock. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by a bucket. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jokubaitis rebounded by Monecki.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on that.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Down low, here's Lloyd. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Lloyd's got his second bucket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Rebounded by Hall. It's a close game here in Boston. Shoots the three. No good from Luwawu.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Takes a three. And he jams it with authority.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Releases. Pass to Lloyd. Jokibitis. He's guarded by Howard. Connects from three-point range. He's got 16.
He's hitting everything from deep. Just flat out torching this defense.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Off the inbound pass, and Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got 21.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out here like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so he hits both. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now, here's Howard. He's covered closely. It's tipped. Here's Horde. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Horde's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Luwawu. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Here's Lloyd. A three-pointer is right on target. Lloyd's got 8 points.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Horde's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. There's Luwawu. No good there off the double clutch.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Pass to Manecki. Back to Howard. And he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Offensive rebound. Gabriel, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Fires from deep. 1 second left.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Leading by 6. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Substitution.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Forrest. He's covered by Randolph. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Jock.
And when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Here's Cohen. And Jock with the block. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Forrest. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he makes both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pulls from the top of the key. And good. He nails it.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Baldwin can't get it to go. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. No good from outside.
It's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
From downtown, he can't get that one to fall.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And he hits it to tie the game up.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
6 on the shot clock to take the lead. Buries it from 3-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Jokubaitis, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 19.
And boy, you want to talk about taking the wind out of a crowd's sails there. A 3 to take the lead just moments after they'd given it up.
More and more intense as we go back and forth in this game. Let's see if they can get the crowd back into it now.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here we go. goes. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here we go, all alone. And that one's good, boy.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Maccabi from outside the arc. And that one's good, Lloyd. Lloyd's got 10 points here in the second half.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Baldwin. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Here's Horn. There's a good screen. Maccabi. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Baldwin.
Take that with you.
There is
Take
no way we just saw that. Puts up a deep 3. Offline. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Brazdakis. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Manecki. Here's Luau Cabarro. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. The three ball. Doesn't go for him. Now, here's Howard. Not a lot of room. Pass to Manecki. Here's Hall. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Here's Brazdakis. And there's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Smilagic. Knocks down the 18-footer.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Here's Hall. No good on the shot. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Gets the three ball to go.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Howard. Here's Luau Cabarro. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. So they take the lead. He has 6.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Guarded by Howard. The three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And that one is hammered home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Guarded by Howard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
The first free throw is good.
Francisco taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Luau Cabarro. That three's off the mark.
Home team foul. Marcus. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Villanobas. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Howard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 1:09 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Hall. Here's Luau Cabarro. Smilagic grabs the board. It's a 4-point ball game. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Second shot opportunity. For 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Howard. 4-3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2. Releases. Misses the jumper. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
Gets the 3 to fall.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Let's go with a 3. That shot off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Baldwin's shot is off. Now here's Mitchell from behind the arc. And he buries his first look. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Forrest. Into the lane. Deflected. And he gets it back. Pass to Jop. Second chance effort. And the layup is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And he lays it up and in. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Baldwin. No good on the 3. Lets a 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And he gets it to go off the front iron. He's got 5.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Here's Wallace. He buries it from 3.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Wallace has gone 1 for 2 from deep. Here's Forrest. Still without a bucket. Pass to Baldwin. There's a screen. Lots of room. Wallace pulls it in. Now Mitchell. Three-pointer. And with the bulk of the season still ahead, let's take a look at how the power rankings are starting to come together. They're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over it.
We've got 1:48 left in the second period. A deep 3. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Wallace. Puts it in off the killer crossover.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Here's Forrest. to Baldwin. From deep. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Here's Servetus. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Mitchell. Launches it. It doesn't go for him. Here's Forrest. No made baskets yet. Here's Baldwin. No good on the triple.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Out to the right wing. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so far in this one, 2 for 4. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. That'll do it for the first half. Leading by 8. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
32.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about
And now, not a bad... That's it for us.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And it's Howard in at the 1. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. Give him 8.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest and shot.
Pass to Manecki. Howard with the ball. Here's Luau Cabarro. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Luau Cabarro's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And it's Luau Cabarro in at the shooting guard position. Guarded by Howard. And there's a pick. Lets it go from the wing. And he connects with a jumper.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
From the corner. Here's Hall. And he goes in for the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And it's Luau Cabarro in at the 2 guard. Here's Smilagic. 3-pointer, no good. Smilagic's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Fires the 3. Luau Cabarro, no good. Luau Cabarro has gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. Here's Brazdakis. He's scoreless.
Home team foul. Marcus. 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Pass to Smilagic. Up and in on the layup.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
There's Howard with the 3. That shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
On target from range. He's got 13.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Beyond the arc. And Luau Cabarro gets it to go.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Fires for three. To the left wing. Here's Brasdeikis. Off target from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Here's Luau Cabarro. And the jumper from the wing offline. Luau Cabarro's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here. Takes a 3. Howard grabs the miss.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Ball's gone 4 for 6 from the floor here tonight.
Full team foul. Howard. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Guarded by Howard. And a missed layup.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Luau Cabarro's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Nifty move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Now here's Howard, tightly guarded from downtown. Hits the three-pointer. Howard's got his second bucket of the night.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Hall. Hall's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Luau Cabarro. Off the mark there with a 3. Guarded by Howard. And the 3 off target. And they're pushing it up. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Pass to Manecki. Here's Luau Cabarro. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Brasdeikis. Takes it inside.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Forrest. Pass to Baldwin. There's a screen. 3-pointer. Servetus with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Wallace outside. Six to shoot. Baldwin with a rebound.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Here's Forrest. No good from outside. Wallace outside. Here's Servetus. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Oh, it cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
To the wing, right side. Wallace, right side. Pass to Servetus. Fires from deep. He can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Away team ball.
We're just over 1.5 minutes now into the 4th. And Wallace, here we go. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
And that one drops for them.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
From deep, Mitchell. And the three-pointer goes.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Here's Baldwin. Here he goes to the right side. All alone. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Spins. Here's the floater. And that one's good. Servetus.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Luau Cabarro. He drops it from range. Luau Cabarro has got 19 points.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Mitchell, the pass to Servetus. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Luau Cabarro gets it to go. Luau Cabarro's got 17 now, just in the second half. Wallace outside, drives to the hoop. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 9-point game here. Check by Mitchell. Here's Luau Cabarro. And it's off from 3-point range. Now here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. Takes the three. Nails it from 3. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
5 to shoot. Howard with the ball.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. So the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this built...
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Here's Smilagic from the top of the key, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. For three, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Takes it inside, and there it is for him.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 6.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
To the wing right side. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Brasdakis. That one's not going to go.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Pass to Gabriel. 6 to shoot. Jokic offline from the top of the key.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
And the basket by Smilagic.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Three-pointer. And it's Ford missing. Here's Brasdakis. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Here's Lloyd, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. And he goes in for the dunk.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
1:25 left in the first quarter. That one, no good.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Three-pointer. Shot's good by Horde.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Horde's gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. Right wing, Ulanovas buries the long-range jumper. He's got 5.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Here's Gabriel. Jokic from outside off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The tray. Rebounded by Lloyd. Jokic gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
There's a screen. Here's Smilagic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Puts it up from 12. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up one. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Good on the triple.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Covered by Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
First team foul. At the line for your
That free throw missing.
number 8. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Servetus. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
It's good. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now here's Wallace. He's tightly guarded. Driving inside. And Wallace slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Covered by Mitchell. Randolph looking around. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now, here's Mitchell. T right on him. There's the pick. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Cohen. Off target at the rim. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Servetus. And he drives in.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
Very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
He's a force. I mean, it gets a lot easier when you face little to no resistance.
Here's Servetus. Mitchell outside. They set the pick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Fast break, here they come. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. On Sunday, then on Thursday. Picked him clean. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Servetus. It's good from long range. Servetus has got 7 points.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
There's the pick. And they get it. And the layup is good.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now here's Wallace. He's guarded closely. 1:04 left now here in the second, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Ball is covering. That's tipped. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. They set the pick. A 3 ball. Rebound by Mitchell. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From deep three-point land, it's not going to go for him. Takes the 12-footer and hits. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They're up by 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Please, Director.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
All right, fellas. That is more than enough of...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. For the 3. Rebounded by Lloyd. Jokibitis cans it from downtown. He's got 12.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Here's Brasdeikis. Hasn't made one yet. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Lloyd. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. They set the pick. Pass to Smilagic. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Smilagic has got 7.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Horde. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. No good that time. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a re-jump.
Smilagic passes to Brasdeikis. There's the pick. Driving the lane, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Brasdeikis. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Ulanovis. They grab their own miss. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Jokubaitis to the right side. Off target from the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Here's Lloyd. Gabriel, the pass to Horde. Out to the right wing. Here's Gabriel. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pulls it up. Horde grabs the board.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And here's the fast break. Pass to Smilagic. They set the screen. Shot from free throw range, and it falls over the rim and in. 8 points for him.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Lloyd. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The visitors with the ball. Here's Brazdakis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Here's Lloyd. No good on the three. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. Launches a three, knocks down the 3 ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
And taken away by Wallace. Clock at 4. That's short off the rim. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. There's a screen. Randolph grabs the board. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Now here's Wallace. Defense is right there. Out to the right wing. Here's Servetus, and he dunks it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Offensive rebound. No good with the layup. And here is Wallace. To the wing right side. Into the lane. And good that time.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And that's an intentional foul. As we're in the world now of super agency, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Clock at 6. Here's Servetus, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Servetus has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Lloyd. Second chance shot. Misses the layup.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Mitchell with it. 1:04 left in the fourth. From deep. Board grabs the board. Here's the screen. Jokibitis. This one for 3. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Wallace. Tight defense on him. From deep three-point territory. No good that time. We're going the other way. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work.
for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Manecki in at power forward. To the inside, and he dunks it down.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
When he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Jokubaitis, guarded by Howard. Jokubaitis sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
First quarter of play, a minute in, and Luwawu Cabarrot gets it to go.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The dive for the ball. It's stolen by Howard. The three is up. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Jokubaitis, guarded by Howard. Here's Lloyd. in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Knocks down the triple. 6 points for him.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Manecki. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Here's Gabriel. Driving in, and he slams it in one-handed.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Howard. Pass to Manecki. Back to Howard. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Drains the triple. Luwawu-Cabarrot's got 5.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Lloyd. Yeah, that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Misses the 3. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Rebound by Hall. 1:57 left in the opening quarter. No good with the triple. Pass to Horde. To the middle. The jump hook. He can't get that one to fall. There's Howard with the 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
The 3 is up. Another shot, and he lays it in.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Second chance shot. Good as the jump shot falls. Give him 8.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. He's got 7. Offline with a 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here comes the break.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Gabriel's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. And it's Howard off the drive, and the shot's good. Howard's gotten his second bucket on the night. Here's Horde. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Gabriel. There's the triple. Drops in the 3.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
There's Howard with the 3. Oh, he drains the 3.
Officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Is overturned.
They're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Baldwin. The 3. Buries it from 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
There's a screen from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Ja. In transition. Here's Forrest. From outside, off the mark. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. From the arc. It's rebounded by Ja. Here's Baldwin. Still no points. And the layup is good off the glass. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Count it.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Launches a 3. Pure from three-point range. 6 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Randolph gets the bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team
On
foul.
Thursday, then on Tuesday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Off target with the 3.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Down low.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Gotta give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
To the paint. Here's Forrest. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Shot is up. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Baldwin, the pass to Forrest. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Jop. They set the pick. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That one's off.
Number 17, at the line for...
And he's good on the second. 1:21 left in the second. Fires it. Can't nail the jumper. Puts up a 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. 54 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Drills it from deep.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
This one for 3. They get it again. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Shot clock at 6. Knocks down the long J. 14 points for him.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's the pick. He takes it in. And a nice finish on the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
7 seconds left in the first half. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 8. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest.
And now that we have some... Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Guarded by Howard. Here's the 3. And he can't get that one. And here's the fast break. And it's Howard in at the point guard position. There's the 3. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
4-3. It's the trifecta. Luau Cabarrot's got 10 points.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Jokubaitis, guarded by Howard. Jokubaitis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 14 points for him.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Manecki. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Horde. Jokubaitis, guarded by Howard. Here's Horde. Fires for 3. They set the pick. Goes back up. A rebound by Hall.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Luau Cabarrot, no good. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. The shot by Howard, no good. Jokubaitis, guarded by Howard. The 3. Luau Cabarrot with the rebound.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Howard, the pass to Luau Cabarrot. Three-pointer off the mark. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And a miss there on the triple. 1:49 left in the third quarter. From behind the arc. And they recover it. Pass to Horde. Here's Gabriel. Fires the three. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. No, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Here's Howard. Lays it up and banks it in. Howard's got 11 points.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And it's rejected. A minute 6 left to play in the third quarter here. Pulls it. No good there.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
40 seconds left in the third. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Driving inside. And a strong finish with two hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Lloyd. They set the screen. Launches a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lloyd's got his second basket. Now, here is Howard. Let's go with a three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a sixth sense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Inside. Pass to Baldwin. With the drive. And he comes up with a bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. And that was good. The visitors with the ball. Here's Forrest. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Going inside. They get it back. It's picked off. And they're on the break. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 4 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Six on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Ja. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
Forrest, the pass to Diop. launches it. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
I just love the ball movement.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
And he's on the money with his first shot today.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Here's Baldwin. 1:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's the break. Here's Lloyd. The three. No luck on that one. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Misses the wing three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
They get the rebound. Pass to Gabriel. And another shot. Oh, deflected. Here's Baldwin. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Here's Baldwin. .32 seconds left in the fourth. 5 on the clock. He shoots it. No good there, off the double clutch. Here's Gabriel. And no good.
Home team foul. Lloyd. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's the triple. Counted from distance.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Howard, and it's Hall in at the 5 spot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Wallace against Howard. The 3. Wallace's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Smailagic. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Outside Howard. Unable to get that one. There's a good screen. Ulanovic out of hand on it, and he recovers it. Here's Brazdeikis. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Llewellyn. Offensive rebound. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Wallace misses. And they're moving it up. Pass to Manecki. High arcing shot. No good on the layup. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Brazdeikis. Shot clock at 6. Ulanovic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Pass to Luwawu. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Brazdakis. They set the pick. Fires the three. No good there.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times. That's nice vision there. You see that pass. You make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Howard against Wallace. Here's Smilagic. Rebounded by Monecki.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him.
Look at that.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Howard, the pass to Luwawu. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Luwawu's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him. 54 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Wallace against Howard. Here's Brazdakis. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Luwawu. 6 points for him. Buries it from three-point range. Luwawu's got 9.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Awaiting ball.
To the wing on the left. Outside Howard. Good on the triple. He has 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Ulanovis up and in on the layup.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Howard. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Up 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
On the attack, right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Just 5 on the clock. Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Going inside. Good on the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Out to the right wing. Here's Servidis. Hits it from three-point range.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Covered by Mitchell. Shot. Oh! Yeah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Forced shot is off. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Servetus from outside the arc. The shot comes out. Here's Baldwin. Wide open look. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nice move. It's rebounded by Jop. There's the steal. Gets a very good look and converts. So it's the visitors now. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Baldwin. He gets it in there. Baldwin's got his second bucket. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Here's Servetus. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Servetus. Mitchell outside. Here's Servetus. Over Forrest. Servetus, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Here's the three. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
No good on the triple. To end the run. That shot off the mark. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Up 19. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the visiting team. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Howard against Wallace. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Wallace has got 5 now. Wallace has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rebounded by Smilagic. Wallace against Howard. Wallace the pass to Smilagic. Back to Wallace. There's the pick. Pocket 6. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Monecki. Monecki's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Howard, good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Howard against Wallace. Pass to Brosdakis. Fade away. Rebounded by Monecki. Monecki's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Put that bucket in no time at all. 12 points for him.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Good on the 3-point shot.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Howard's got 4 threes on 5 attempts, really getting it done outside. Wallace goes in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Wallace hits 2 free throws. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Sinks the 3-pointer. Wallace has got 10 points in the game. Here is Howard. He's got 12. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Puts it up. Here's Luwawu. Drains it from beyond the arc. Luwawu's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Howard wide open. And the 3 off target. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play.
2 minutes.
Takes a 3. Rebounded by Hall.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Luwawu. 15 points in the game. Sedikurski's buries the long-range jumper. He's got 7.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Nice shot by Wallace.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And Brosdakis gets it to go.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Outside Howard. The rebound by Brosdakis.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's green. When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Wallace. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Wallace has got 12 points here in the second half. There's the screen. Howard. And nothing is falling for him right now.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Now here's Wallace. Guarded closer. From the arc. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got his 4th rebound in this one. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 19. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Picked away. Here's Baldwin. No good with the triple. Vegas passes to Wallace. Here's Smilagic. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown. Smilagic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. From deep. The rebound by Brosdakis. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Pass to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. Right wing takes the 3. Here's Brosdakis. Out to Wallace. Fader on the way. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
He takes it in. Lays it up off the glass.
Assistant, Trent Forrest.
Baldwin's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Bounce pass Wallace. Smilagic. Off target from 3-point range. Smilagic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. To the left wing. Pass to Forrest. Here's Baldwin. Misses the 3. Now here's Wallace. Here's Smilagic. Back to Wallace. Here's Brosdakis. It's rebounded by Jop. Jop's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Baldwin. The quick look, no good that time.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
They get the rebound.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Shoots the 3. Traps in the tray.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Servetus, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They set the screen. From deep 3-point land. Servetus grabs the miss. Can they get it? And he's good on the 3-ball.
The D is there, but not present enough. And you can't just be there. You got to disrupt and get in the face of the shooter.
Pass to Jop. Here's Baldwin. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Baldwin's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drills it from outside.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
They set the pick. There's the triple. Servetus, no good. Here's Jop. And so the road team gets the W in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Jokic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Over to the wing. Here's Smilagic. For three. Sinks the tray.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
They set a pick. Jokic. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 6.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, hits a 3-pointer.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
Pass to Brasdeikis. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper. Here's Gabriel. That one's good. This game is all even. Gabriel's got his second basket on the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's the pick. Pass to Smilagic. Plenty of space. And he gets that one. Smilagic's got 5 points. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
Jokic. Here's Gabriel. Smilagic grabs the board.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Off target from 3-point range. 1:33 left to play in the first.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Brasdeikis. No points so far. Pass to Smilagic. Second shot opportunity. That shot, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Brasdeikis. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the basket by Smilagic. Smilagic's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
His 3-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Jokic. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Brasdeikis. It's intercepted. They're running. Here's Lloyd. Gets an open look and hits it. Lloyd's got 5 points.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Pass to Brasdeikis. One second left, and there's the rejection. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Up by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
That 3's off the mark. In transition, here they come. Watch by Wallace. Uses the glass on the layup.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Three-pointer, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Randolph. Watch by Wallace. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
It is. No reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Wallace. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Servetus. Back to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. The shot no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here they come with numbers in transition. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
That shot wide open.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
They set the screen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Jacks up a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Good. From deep. No good. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Snatched up.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Right wing. Another shot. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. They set the pick. Takes a 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Randolph gets the bucket. Randolph's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Pass to Wallace. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Wallace has got his second bucket on the night.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Oh, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The 3 ball. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
They set the pick. Banked it in off the glass.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Top of the key jumper, no good. Here's Randolph. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
.30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the...
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the visiting team.
Get him?
And that is going to do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. So it's the home team now. Pass to Smilagic. Here's Brazdakis. No points yet. 6 to shoot. Here's Smilagic. Fires the 3. That shot missing.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The 3 is up. On target from range. He's got 9. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Jokubaitis drops in the 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Horde. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Brazdakis. To the middle. Ooh, it's stolen away. Pass to Gabriel. Here's Horde. Counted from distance. Horde's got 5 now.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Horde's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. There's a screen. No one near him. And he gets it to go. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Jokubaitis off the mark there with a 3. Pass to Brazdakis. All sorts of time. And he nails the jumper. He's got 5.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Horde. 5 points in the game. Driving to the basket. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Pass to Smilagic from the arc. No good that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Lloyd. Kept alive. There's 1:17 left in the third. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Lloyd's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Pass to Smilagic. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta. Smilagic got 11.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Jokubaitis. And Right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Ward. To the right side. Jokic. Pure from three-point range. He's got 18.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Lets it fly. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Randolph. And he drives in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage, and a ferocious jam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Tries the spin move. Here's Servitas. Can't convert off the spin.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
The shot. The short one's on the money.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Oh, swiped away. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Second chance effort. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Wallace outside. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3.
You know, overall, their shot selection much better here in the second half. We'll see if that's the case for the rest of the game, if they can keep that up.
Here's Randolph. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Randolph's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Servitas. And the three-pointer goes.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass, right where it needed to be.
That one falls.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Wallace outside. Pass to Servitas. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Can't connect from short range. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Beyond the arc. The rebound by Horde. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
And there's a pick. Fires from deep. Servitas with a rebound. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. No good on his first attempt of the game.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Shot clock at 6. Shot's good by Lloyd.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. From downtown, offensive board. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Horde. Jokic, watched by Wallace. We're going the other way. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Servetus. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A statement road victory. So impressive.